see when Pinder gets it in the post, what's happening on D. They are sending a hard double.
Ball grabs the rebound, hands over to Pinder. They're going to play up tempo.
Oh.
Nice pass. Yeah, overcooked it. Pinder. And now Franks charges back the other way. Tried to go straight through to Tajir McCall, and it's a charging call.
It's a nice. First of all, on the other end, nice pass by Ben Air. He smoked it. They made up for it and got that charge.
More good news tonight. We've got Alex Loudon courtside as our regular commentator. Great to have you on board again, Alex. And what's the vibe in the stadium like?
Yeah, great to be here. Great vibe in the stadium tonight for the last home game. Look, IFYS Foster Care doing an incredible job in far north Queensland. They're supporting 150 carers, and that covers 1,100 kids that are in the foster care system. And the money raised from selling the jerseys tonight at the end of the game will go a long way in helping them pay for things like shoes and school bags. So the carers only get a small allowance, and this money tonight goes a long way. Hopefully they can raise about $10,000.
Yeah, get involved if you can. Keanu Pinder to the free throw line at 71% this season. Looking to open scoring here. Oh, misses both. Krebs grabs the rebound for Brisbane. From running beyond McCall, confronted by Chuk Deng. And now Kadee firing the three, all the bottom of the net. First score of the game.
Well, he's coming off a good one. Kadee, 20-point night, 6 boards, 6 assists against Melbourne. They were pretty good. Oh, Deng hits that. The triple comes up limping. Anthony Drimmick just got it underneath him as he let that fly. Turned that ankle a little bit. There's another look at it. Just see that right foot from Drimmick underneath Deng as he comes down from that release.
He adds the extra to put Cairns in front for the first time. Robert Franks with 2 quick fouls is out of the game after just 2 minutes. So Kadee with Krebs operating around the perimeter for the moment. Shot clock rolls to single numbers. Krebs baseline attracted plenty of attention. Fires and comes up with the goods.
Tough mid-range hit. Well contested. Good shot by Krebs.
Cole brings Cairns forward. Third in the league in assists to Jim McCall, 6 a game, and 4th in steals. A couple of those per outing. Pinder one way, back the other. Nice move off glass to open the account.
That was beautifully executed zone offense. Good patience, got right to where they wanted to go. The Taipans, and Pinder cashed in.
There's Krebs once more, shot clocked at 10. Deng reaching in. Church got a piece of the action. Pinder lost it. Krebs got down hard for it. So did Deng. And here's Qual. Working hard. Nice hands, Kadee. Just slapped it out of the hands there of Pinder. And now Krebs can go coast to coast. Couldn't get the finish, though. Three and a half minutes played here in the opening quarter. Interestingly, it was Brisbane who swept Cairns last season, and then they flip it around this year. And despite the struggles that they've had, Cairns 3-0 against Brisbane. This is the 51st game between the two Queensland franchises. 24-26 is the head-to-head with Brisbane just on top. McCall, pass for Deng, set him a task. He reeled it in and decided to fire. Couldn't connect. So both teams 1 of 3 from long range. Deng, Samuel, Drimmick, and now Krebs with it. Shot clocked at 10. Good penetration, left hand. Talked out of it by Majukding. Nice finish there from Dane Samuel. Opens his scoring account. Puts Brisbane back on top by 1 after 4 minutes. McCall. And his struggles from deep this season. Just 23%. 17 threes on the season. Into the rebound and off to McCall once more. He's better when he's in motional. Casual pass. Krebs got a piece of it. This is what we like to see McCall doing. Rushing to the hoop, getting it done.
And that's exactly what Cairns like to see McCall do. Be aggressive, be on the front foot. They're a better team when he's on the move like that. One of the best penetrators in this league. He can slash through the defenders. He can take the hit and still finish.
Really can do it all. In the first game between these teams back in round 10 in February, 19 points, 8 boards, 6 assists. He will get you plenty. Really up-tempo guy as well. Good to have around the group. I like what he's brought to the table. There's Kadee. Brings Brisbane forward once more. Pocket pass for Big Lou. Eventually reeled it in against Nate Jarwhite. Just muscled him a little further from the hoop than he wanted to be. McCall, Majukding, puts it on the deck. Dances around a couple. Good extension, but it wouldn't fall for him. Both teams just struggling with the offense at the moment. Here's Deng. Drimmick. Last Jerich. From the elbow, fires, can't connect. Cairns for Cairns to edge a little further forward. Well done, Kadee. Slapped it out of the hands of McCall, who was looking for a foul. Here's Krebs. Hard to the hoop. 2 more.
Nice take. I love the aggression from Krebs. He's like, look, this is it. It's going up. Ain't no more games after this. I'm getting mine. Straight up.
McCall turns and finishes as well to put Cairns back in front as we get courtside to Alex Loughton.
Brisbane Bullets very thin on the bench, only rotating through a couple of players. Obviously, Kadee, Krebs, and Drimmick going to have to play heavy minutes. You see the Bullets in that carnival 2-3 zone. Speaking with assistant coach Greg Vanderjack, he was actually prepared to lace the boots up for a fee of $3 grand. But Sam McKinnon, the GM of the Bullets, said, well, the actual minimum wage is $1,600. And then Matt Smith on the courtside microphone chimed in and said, I'll do it for less than that. So there's options available, but very, very slim pickings for the bench for the Bullets.
Nice finish there from Deng. You weren't tempted yourself, Alex?
Yeah, I'm done, mate. I'm going to protect my legacy. I'm not going to go and embarrass myself. I'm quite happily right here with the microphone. Thank you.
And doing a good job of it. So Brisbane on top by 1. Penetration comes from Majukding. Can't convert. Drimmick outlet pass for Kadee. Krebs ahead of him. Lou joining in. Deng likewise. Timed his run nicely and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Good little find from Kadee. Good run from Deng down that middle cylinder. The zone's working out nicely this early going. Really taking the Taipans out of any rhythm offensively. In these last couple of minutes, we've been enjoying the matchup in the middle. Nate Jawai and Big Lou, a couple of enormous units going at it down low.
Yeah, Nate doesn't mind a little bit of a chat. Let's see what Adam Ford's got to say here in the huddle with the Cairns Taipans.
Hey, so we've had him in the bonus for a minute and we still haven't got to the foul line. When we run that cross section, we're just going to speed it up a little bit. When the pass is made, that guy flashes through. That's a look. We've had Taj a couple of times where we can rip it and get on the rim. All right. You got a problem or you good? No, I'm good. Making sure you good? So when that ball comes back and we clear through, 4-man flash up, don't be afraid to rip it and go. So that's going to be you now, okay? Nate's going to be timing it perfect. So as the 4-man flashes, that's when you crack in, make a nice clean pass in. Fake high, pass low. Fake low, pass high. You'll get to the foul line because they'll foul you. Let's go, be clean. Let's go, fellas. 2 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Just making sure everyone's locked in. Adam Ford, shades of Shaw Dennis. Townsville Crocs huddle with Corey Maynard there for a moment, checking in with Mirko Jeric, and he's right about the pass fakes. Executing against the zone, got to use your pass fakes to move the defense. Find those guys flashing into the heart of the defense.
I understand, man, but it was close to a 2-minute timeout.
Again, the extended timeout, just grabbing the attention of the referees. Having been sidelined in Adelaide, you get into those huddles. I really feel for the referees. They stand at the back of the huddle and they'll get ushered away initially. Then the assistant coach will come over and ask them, talk to them about what time of day it was today, just to distract them. And they're trying to get the players back out there, and it's a difficult scenario. So Brisbane by 2, 3.5 remaining here in the opening quarter. Brisbane, the problems exacerbated with Robert Franks picking up 2 quick fouls and having to sit down. Blue slaps it out of Nate Chawai's hands. They've got 12 on the shot clock. Chawai, one of 4 former NBA players on the roster this season for the Cairns Taipans, the equal most of any team in the competition. Jeric just turns and shoots. You know, he's got that in his arsenal. Kadee back to Deng, working on Braden Inga. Here's Kadee once more, shakes Kenny, beats Drimmick, and he ran into a roadblock there, fed Big Lou, who muscles up and draws a foul off to the free throw line.
It was good offense, that possession. Everybody touched the ball. Defense broke down. A lane opened up with the penetration. Nice dump off. Big Lou goes to the free throw line for 2.
Look, and we've seen that from Brisbane this year. Recall, one of the best plays I've seen this season was when Brisbane went coast to coast. All 5 players touched the ball. There was 1 dribble, and they scored on a 3.
Yeah, no, all year they've had, it's been an issue for them, moving the ball enough. You know, it's got a little sticky at times throughout the year, and you're right, they have looked good when they've got it through hands. Defense really, though, has been their issue, just not consistent enough at the defensive end, giving up big points, especially to the Taipans throughout the season.
Here's Chawai grabbing contact. They started the season very well.
Goal 21.
They've had big wins this season, Brisbane. They beat Perth in overtime. They've beaten the Illawarra Hawks at home. They've beaten the Sydney Kings. So they've been able and beaten the Tasmania Jack Jumpers. They've had their wins, but obviously with the injury problems that they've had and the lack of personnel that they've had, starting with Nathan Sobey, he's played just 12 games. So not even half the season out of Sobey. Was always going to make it tough, and Lamar Patterson has sort of been up and down. Nate Chawai on the free throw line. Just eases the situation a little bit for the Cairns Taipans. So Brisbane in front by 3. Kadee picks up the dribble. Here's Drimmick under the hoop from close range. Anthony Drimmick gets it done to open his scoring account.
I like it when Drimmick's aggressive, putting it on the floor, attacking the rim. He had a nice game last week, 19 points. He was very aggressive, 16 shots. The Taipans can't finish down low through Chawai.
Big Lou, that's a huge unit.
Just being more effective at the moment, Brisbane, and highlighted by a triple for Drimmick as well. The margin's out to 8 as we move inside the last 2 minutes of the opening quarter.
A lot of times when you know it's the last game of the year and you're undermanned, 7 of you, you're going to get playing time, so you're going to have plenty of opportunity to get them up.
Here's Jordan Nartai firing unsuccessfully.
And when you're shooting the ball, you're shooting with more confidence because you know you're going to be out there. Drimmick knocks down a 3 ball.
So margin is 8. A little over 90 seconds out from quarter time. They've used 7 players, Brisbane, and 6 have scored. Franks, who only lasted a minute and a bit with 2 fouls. Only one yet to hit the table. And, of course, Samuel now fouled. 3 free throws to come.
It's a small unit out there for the Taipans right now. Keanu Pinder on the bench. Nate Jawai was out there, and Adam Ford, they're just trying to find a group that can execute against this zone defense. And so he's gone a little smaller here. No Jawai, no Pinder. He's got a group out there that he feels can stretch him out.
Fans will get excited here, Liam. I thought they might get excited given that Dane Samuel's 1 of 6 from the free throw line, 17% this season. Burgers were on offer, but he shut it down pretty quickly.
Yeah, you see Ford brings Pinder back in. Geez, only 12 points here in the first 8.5 minutes. They 1 of 7 from long range.
And Brisbane did the right thing by sitting in that zone because played a perimeter tight.
Well, Kansas has 30 or more in the first quarter in the 3 previous games against Brisbane, so they got them all early. Not much happening here at the moment. Juk Dang eases the situation somewhat.
Much needed hit by Cairns because they were in a drought. Great anticipation.
And McCall for a bit of showtime. Throws down another 2 for the Taipans, who get back-to-back buckets. Cut the margin to 6. Inside the last 60 seconds of the opening quarter from the Convention Centre in Cairns. Kadee shows them some tricks, fires unsuccessfully. McCall the rebound. Off and running. Pinder alongside, decides to go solo from deep, adds another 3. They've scored 8 unanswered points, and they are having fun.
But he gets his Lance Stevenson on in celebration to Gia McCall. A little air guitar. Yeah, exactly the kind of plays that they needed. They were in a bit of a rut, the Taipans. Then a 3 from Deng, and then McCall, bang there. Back-to-back buckets, the dunk, the triple, 3-point game.
Outstanding stuff. Playing a very impressive tune at the moment, Tajir McCall. 10 points, season average of 15.
So here's my question, Leo. Yes, I have a question for you.
Let's go.
Do you bring him back?
Well, it's a very interesting question because he's been so fun. Really fun. Become a bit of a fan favourite out there. We know he contributes in so many ways, as Case says. There's been some issues with efficiency. His lack of, I mean, he knocked that 3 ball down, but he struggled from the 3 all year. That's impacted on their spacing offensively. He's one of the league leaders in turnovers, having to run that point guard spot in the absence of Scott Machado. There's elements of this that reminds me of the Hawks with Justin Simon last year. Defensive Player of the Year was really big for them, but actually they've got better. They've got better with the addition of Antonius Cleveland in that spot, a bit of a more of a well-rounded player. So it's a big decision for that front office to make.
Kadee brings Brisbane back up the floor. Dang. Drimming. End's getting a little noisy as well. Fine Krebs has been busy, firing unsuccessfully. Samuel, great offensive rebound and the putback. He's putting a nice game together as well.
I want to see him with a double-double tonight. I think he can go for about 15 and about 13. He's going to get the minutes. He's going to get the opportunity. So far, he has 7 points and 2 rebounds.
And he just lost control of it as he elevated there with the shot game clock going off in the background. The long-range attempt off the mark. Quarter time arrives here, and it's Brisbane who hold sway by 5 points. The Bullets 25, the Taipans 20 at quarter time. Stay with us here on the Hungry Jacks NBL. Sunshine Stoush to close out Saturday night in the Hungry Jacks NBL. Cairns and Brisbane trading blows here. Both teams in front of the opening quarter. Brisbane by as many as 11 at one stage. Good fight back by Cairns drags the margin back to 5 at quarter time. Brisbane 25, Cairns 20, and playing a good tune. And tonight's winner of the $50 Kmart gift card is Melissa Brown. Knee-high to a grasshopper to reaching for the stars. Nothing makes her boys happier than a basketball battle on our street. You know all about street ball there, Corey?
Croc Nation, baby.
Croc Nation, you see what the backboard logo is. Good
How about that?
Townsville Crocodiles.
So underway here with Brisbane in the possession arrow on a 5-point lead. And Drimmy, his foot on the accelerator. One way back the other. And reaching in, drawing a foul. So McCall's picked up the foul. Well, in fact, Paul Quall has 2. And Frank's had 2 early for Brisbane. Haven't seen a lot of him. Samuel, it's inside, well read. Right Ben Air knocking it down out of court before Jason Kadee could get there. Jimmy against Quall, takes him on once more, so that's going to be 3 fouls now on Bull Quall.
That's what you wanted to see, Liam. An aggressive, off the bounce, Anthony Drimmick. He's showing that so far in this one.
And he can stroke it, Anthony Drimmick. But he's just so much more effective when he works inside out.
Right.
When he starts and he get the game in the first half in an aggressive frame of mind off the bounce in this kind of way. And he's off and running now. He's getting to the free throw line, finishing at the rim. He knocked one in from long range. And Bullets have outscored Cairns by 12 points during his minutes on the floor.
7-point lead for the Brisbane Bullets here, early stages of the second quarter. Brisbane looking for their 11th win of the season. Cairns to finish with a 9-19 record, which is an improvement on last year's 8 wins when they played 36 games, season 28. Shot off the mark from Bull Quall, and Kadee pushing it. Franks to the floor. Samuel looking on the juke dang, muscles his way in and finishes with a left hand.
And he shows. After giving that shoulder, finishes with the left. He goes down the court and says he was a baby. I'm loving it. I love his energy. Now I need him to get a double-double tonight.
Nice finish from Tajir McCall. He's got 12 now on 5 of 7 shooting. And Frank's left alone. Dangerous move. He's good from deep and continues to impress. Opens his scoring account.
Very good from deep. He's been quiet. He was quiet last week. Good passing on the interior from the Taipans. Can't finish.
Going to challenge us, I think. It's in the background. Adam Ford.
I had him vertical. I had you putting the ball out of bounds, and then he touched it after it was out of bounds. We're reviewing it now, so we don't need to look at it.
So Adam Ford going to challenge it.
That looks like it's off Drimmick. Yeah, I agree with McCall. Just his left hand, Drimmick, as the ball's coming down. Watch right here. Gets a piece of it.
And he tried to save it as well, which would suggest that there was a touch with the left hand. It does appear to be a deflection there, so Taipans might have a case here.
Well, last time the Taipans played the Bullets, Adam Ford squeezed in a 4th coach's challenge.
World record.
After review, the coach's challenge is successful. The call is overturned. It is a black ball for the baseline.
And I'm told the raw numbers on the coach's challenge this season at the moment, 70% of the calls are correct, not overturned. Those that may be curious.
No, hey, come on. Hey, we reviewed it. Here we go.
90 seconds done in the second. Taipans with their hands full at the moment. Brisbane by 10. Pinder from close range. This one keeps under control and adds another 2. Trimming. Inside Qual. Stays out there with those 3 fouls. Samuel knocks down the triple.
Showing versatility, big fella. He's up to 12 points, 4 of 4 from the field.
Breakout game for him and McCall. Good elevation, athleticism there to add another 2. He's got 14 in the game.
Well, he's having fun to Jim McCall against this zone. Just flashing right into the middle of the D.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, he got moves.
McCall feeds Deng, who fires the 3 and it rattles around and drops from a juk Deng. He's 3 of 4 from deep now. Margin cut to 6. So McCall with 14, Deng with 10, Samuel with 12 leads Brisbane at the moment.
Samuel showing his skill set. Good block by Pinder because that was a bucket. Chip Deng knocks down the 3.
It's Kadee. The floater is short. Triples out of court. Early stages of the second. 10-9 since quarter time. Brisbane edging out a 5-point quarter time lead to a 6-point edge. McCall spinning and helped in there by Keanu Pinder.
Between the 2 of those guys, McCall and Pinder, I mean, there's buckets to be had in the middle of that zone. Those 2 guys doing a good job of finding the gaps and taking advantage.
They're dribbling to restart. Kadee. Rushed there by Jared Kenny. Wants to take him on, though, and earns a trip to the free throw line. Brisbane 8 of 9 from the stripe already. Cairns 3 of 6.
Go, 2 here. Thanks, guys. Let's go, 2 shots. Let's go, Jason. Let's go, Jason.
Jason Kadee, one of the better free throw shooters in the competition. 83% this season, 47 of 57.
Thanks, guys. 1 shot.
Enjoyed playing against Cairns this season. Had 15 points on both occasions and led the game in assists twice as well. So it's played above his season average against his Queensland rivals. So margin 6 though. Qual gives it up. McCall, Pinder. Pass. Back outside. Tashio McCall to knock down another 3.
Good pass this time. McCall is on the receiving end. Pinder's penetration.
You're holding the screen the whole time. You can't get to where he needs to go.
McCall up to 17 points in 11 minutes of action.
Krebs restarts now. Frank's with it. Kadee. A little over 6 minutes out from half time. Deng working on Pinder, who slaps it out of his hands and drags it away. Now McCall. Quick outlet pass. Deng baseline. Ran out of room. Pinder kept alive only as far as Jason Kadee. So 5-on-4 fast break here. Frank says, I don't need any help.
And he's so tough. That ability to hit the 3 in transition. 6-point lead. What will it take for them to re-sign this man? And I'm sure Sam McKinnon and the rest of the organization trying to find a way to get it done before he leaves.
Yeah, well, there's some guys
NBA clause, blah, blah, you know, whatever the case may be, but that would be a man in demand in this whole league, let alone the Bullets.
Exactly. There are some guys that are no-brainer re-signings, and there are some guys like Robert Franks who does fall into that category, but also another one, and that is, like you say, hot property in the free agent market. Nathan Sobey also need to get that done, get him re-signed. Work to be done by that front office.
Samuel shares it across. Now Franks decides to fire over the top. Majuk Deng couldn't finish it. Kenny from McCall. Deng quickly up the floor, wanted it back, gets it now, and he knocks down another 3. 4 of 6 from long range. Majuk Deng has 13. Only McCall with 17 has more in the game.
What you want to do if you're not making finals, it's been a tough year for you, is finish off strong.
Kenny from McCall. Down low, Majuk Deng got it off quickly, drew a foul on Drimmick in the process. He is cooking at the moment.
Real good find underneath, right under the basket. Good pass by McCall.
He's stat sheet stuffing, Corey.
Look, he's trying to go out with a bang.
17
Don't go out.
Points. That's his 6th assist. 3 boards, a couple of steals to Jim McCall. And this kind of game is just this is his style. This is an open gym style run right here, and he's just making all kinds of plays.
It's also good to see Majuk Deng in good form right now as well. It's been a struggle the last few games. You know, I had a chance to call it, I think, alongside you, a couple of them at 40. It's like, look, you were passing down open looks. He needed him to step up and not only make the shot, but take the shot. So it's good to see him finishing up like this, taking and making it.
Timeout called. 40 points apiece here after Brisbane had an 11-point lead just 3 minutes ago. Let's get courtside to Alex Loudon, who's got a VIP guest for us.
G'day, guys. We've got basketball royalty, the 2022 WNBL champion, Kayla George, in the building. Kayla, your emotions after the championship win, how are you feeling?
Yeah, look, honestly, like I just said to you before, straight after the game, I could have gone to bed. I was so exhausted from the anxiety leading into those games. So, yeah, really happy to get the win, especially for Guy being his last year. So, yeah, look, I'm happy to be home, but it was a really great win, and yeah.
It was massive because you lost game 1 in Melbourne, won game 2 in Perth, and then won game 3 in Melbourne. You said Coach Guy Malloy hasn't had the championship for 9 years, so that relief must have been huge.
Yeah, it really was, and I don't think you could have predicted, you know, how the series went. And we got smacked in game 1. Like, they really shot the lights out, and we were a bit stunned. And then to win over there was really tough. It's always tough to win in Perth and to travel there. And but to be able to win it on our home court was obviously ideal, and to do it for Guy. And then also Izzy Wright, who had retired as well after that game. So, look, it was a really great ending, fairy tale finish, and I'm really stoked.
You turn your sights to NBL1 and the Opals, of course. We wish you all the best in the off-season. Thanks for being here today, and enjoy the game.
Thanks, mate.
Well done, Alex. Always great to have Kayla George on board. She'll be part of the Australian Opals team for the World Cup coming up a little later this year in Sydney. Did so well in Tokyo at the Olympics as well. This is Anthony Drimmick. Scores level. Samuel has bubbled the pass, retrieves it. Shot clock rolls to 5. And Kadee, expert in these circumstances. Well, this time he's come unstuck, got it back, fires! Almost came up with a party trick. McCall looking to be aggressive here against Samuel, who's called for the foul. Free throws to come. Be a nightmare to guard Tashir McCall. Good luck with that.
He did a pretty good job there, Tane Samuel.
Did.
I think he read it. He picked it. McCall was going to keep it. Didn't fall for the pass option, but got whistled for the foul nonetheless.
Good. 2.
It's a credit to McCall as well that he's been able to adapt his game this year, because when he came to Cairns, he was a defensive specialist. His goal at the start of the season was to be the Defensive Player of the Year, and he was runner-up in the Defensive Player of the Year voting in the G League. And he went and helped the championship win there with the Lakeside Magic. I'm right in saying that Robert Franks was a teammate. They were teammates on that championship-winning team. And that defensive specialist role, which he had set his sights on, well, that had to take a back seat to running the show with Machado out injured and being now the point guard and the creator and the distributor, while also playing the D that you can. But he's been able to adapt his game. He's got so much to his game. Well, the free throws there let him down. So less than 4 minutes out from half-time. Big Lou's going to fire the three. Couldn't connect.
Absolutely right. He has so much things he can do with his game. Kind of reminds me of a little less, well, a lot less athletic Russell Westbrook.
A little bit of do-it-all. Steve Lou exchanging passes. Let's try it up a little bit for Brisbane here. I think 5 points for them in the last 4 minutes. Juk Deng is back up the floor. Jawai in support. Picks up the dribble, needs help, goes to Big Nate. Takes on Big Lou, spins into a double team, needs help on the pass.
Look,
too much on it.
This is the first time I've ever seen Big Nate look little.
225 centimeters.
Man, Big Lou is huge.
He is enormous.
He makes Nate look small.
Yeah. Biggest player ever in the NBL. So Kadee resumes his battle here. Ben Air.
Number 5.
Mark Mill makes the adjustment there. So Cairns over the limit. Free throws to come here for Brisbane. And Anthony Drimmick will go to the line, where he's 2 of 2 so far in the game. 7 points. Neither team has scored here for 2 minutes. Been knotted at 40 for some time. And Drimmick just opens the Hungry Jacks door slightly. Now he's had his problems from the free throw line. 46% this season, 15 of 33. Is he feeling benevolent tonight for his Queensland cousins in far north Queensland? Not yet.
Young fella's not happy.
Love the reaction. So Brisbane back with their noses in front. Less than 3 minutes out from half-time. Hinder, Jerich, Ben Air. Now McCall guarded by Franks into Nate Jawai. Kicks outside. Jerich is going to fire unsuccessfully.
We haven't seen this kind of lineup a lot for the Taipans this season. Pinder and Jawai out there on the floor together. He's pretty much just played the 5 spot this year, Keanu Pinder. He's had his breakout campaign. He's sharing the interior with the big fella right now.
He gets it from Drimmick. Goes back in that direction. Spinning, running into Jawai. Decides to turn around. Contact under the bucket there. And free throws to come for Big Lou. Nate Jawai picks up the foul.
Big guys in there banging.
Big Lou, 14 of 20, 70% free throw shooter this season. He's going to just edge that door open at Hungry Jacks himself. Average 3 points. He played the 6 minutes on average, 22 games. And again, the disappointment. So Brisbane, the 2-point buffer as we move inside the last 2 minutes of the first half. McCall looked off the D. Getting up on the shot. Now Brisbane running. Franks. Look at Big Lou. Charging up the floor. Franks goes solo. Offensive foul called on Franks. That's going to be his 3rd personal.
That was excellent defense by Keanu Pinder. He read that play. That's the 2nd offensive foul on Robert Franks. Onside dribble. No stopping at that point. And Pinder got to the spot.
Brisbane have led exclusively in this 2nd quarter, but are starting to tighten up here and maybe even a chance to get Taipans on top as Pinder adds the 2 draws of foul.
Nice find underneath by Air. Pinder that time finishes that one. It's my man his assist. There's a whole lot of gaps in that zone.
Retakes the lead. Coming from 11 down 6 minutes ago. Retake the lead here. 19 points to 7 is the run. Krebs. Kadee. Gets it back from Drimming. Shot clock to 10. Drimming found an opening, fires quickly, unsuccessfully. Pinder gets after the rebound and drags it in. Number 5 for him in that category. No one has more in the game. And Air with it. Now McCall, lob pass Pinder inside. Deng helps himself to 2 more. Cairns have scored 5 without reply and lead by 3.
That is assist number 7 for McCall. 17, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals.
D looks inside. Deng collides with Deng. And free throws to come for Deng. Foul on Majuk Deng.
Well, on track for 90 at the moment, the Taipans. One thing they haven't had trouble with this season is scoring against the Bullets. Against the rest of the competition, they average 76 points per game, but against Brisbane, that's 91. Now, the lowest percentage 3-point shooting team is Andrew Jack's back on offer here, potentially Case, but 44% from long range on the year against the Bullets.
If he makes this, we got to go and check little man again his face.
They're just being mean, Dad. That's unfair. Cairns by 2. Pinder against Samuel, nothing on offer, has to retreat. And Air. He works inside. User-friendly role for him as well to open his scoring account.
Nice take.
Biggest lead of the game for the Taipans. 4-point edge. Brisbane has led by 11 in the first quarter and again in the second. This is Deng. Spinning into trouble. Samuel lost control of it down onto his foot. Cairns get another stop. And they'll slow it down for the last play here of the first half. Animated Adam Ford on the sideline. Majuk Deng takes on Kadee, fires off the window, tipped in by Pinder on the buzzer. They finish the first half with a flourish, and the Taipans have their biggest lead of the game at halftime. It's Cairns 49, Brisbane 43 here at the major break.
Strong finish that second quarter for the Taipans, trying to get that season-ending win for their passionate home fans, and they finished the half strong. Pinder getting after it on the offensive glass. He's got 13 now. Deng's got 16. McCall 17. Here McCall finds Deng. The miss. The Pinder right there on the spot to tap it back in.
Well, let's get courtside for some reaction. Alex Loughton.
I'm here with Majuk Deng. Coach challenged you last game, and tonight you're really delivering.
I mean, you need a coach like that to challenge you every time. It makes you better. And I accepted it, and I'm just trying to do my part.
Defensively, you're holding them to 40% from three-point land. That's a bit too high. What's the defensive message going into halftime?
We got to do a better job chasing them off the three-point line. They can always shoot. We're just going to protect the three-point line and make sure they drive.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Majuk Deng there with Alex Loughton. Good fight back from the Taipans. They were down 11 in the second quarter. They finished the term on top by 6, 49-43. More for you here on Saturday Night Hoops in just a moment. Seesawing affair from far north Queensland here on Saturday night. Both teams holding the lead in the first and second quarters. Brisbane by as many as 11 in the first quarter and again at the double figures in the second before a strong finish from Keanu Pinder and the Cairns Taipans puts them on top at halftime. It's 49-43. Both teams had their moments. Corey, this is a tough one to decide who wins from here.
It sure is, but both teams are just pretty much wanting to finish off with pride and give their fans something to look forward to next season. But I do like the way Cairns are going about it. Like you just said, they were down 11 and now they're up 6 points. So on the defensive end, they started getting stops and then cashing in. Majuk Deng has just come alive in this second quarter, as well as Pinder. And McCall is leading the way. 17 points, 7 assists, 2 steals, 3 rebounds. Cairns are looking all right now in this first half.
Well, the challenge for Brisbane is going to be to try and match the energy that Cairns can bring in McCall, and likewise from Keanu Pinder as well. As you can see, they've been efficient from the field. Taipans at 48%, 19 of 40 there. Rebound count just slightly weighted in favour of the Brisbane Bullets. And the turnover count, well, only 5 turnovers for the Taipans as well, 7 for Brisbane at this stage. But so many contributors. We know Brisbane, well, they're short-handed tonight. They've only suited up 8. We understand Isaiah Moss can't play, so that would be 7. And then Robert Franks picked up 2 early fouls, so 6.5. He's got 3 fouls now at half-time. He's going to need to be careful in the second half. Stay in the game to give them a chance of winning.
And that's for sure. And right now, the depth is what's starting to wear right now. You said you got, what, 2 fouls already?
Yeah, 3 fouls.
3 fouls right now, so that spells trouble right now. If I'm Cairns, I'm going right at him to get him. I get him out the game, I for sure win this game. I have an easier chance to win the game. So I'm sure that's the game plan.
Good to see Majuk Deng bouncing back to form as well, knocking down the long-range 3. He's got 4 of 7 from long range so far. We know he had a tough time of it last year, only played half the season really after hurting his left knee. It's his 6th season in the NBL, his 3rd up in Cairns, and to get back to some of his best form here, averaging some 14 points a game and 5 rebounds, and he'll shoot the 3 ball around the 36-37% mark. He brings a lot to the table with his length and his athleticism, and also the attitude that he brings as well.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why Coach Ford is always on him when he's not playing to that level that he needs him to play. This first half, he's done exactly that. 16 points, you see the numbers, 5 of 11, hit 4 threes all over the court. And he's a leader on that team, and he expects him to be consistent. So it's good to see him in this half consistent.
Well, let's get a little more analysis and send it over to Liam Santamaria with his video wall there, and he can tell us a little bit more to break it down.
Well, you guys talked a little bit about Keanu Pinder and his activity in that second quarter. 13 points, 6 rebounds. To be honest, I think they haven't gone to him enough. Missed a couple of layups, but I think, you know, especially in terms of going up against Robert Franks, going at him early in this third quarter, make a target of Keanu Pinder. Watch this play against the zone. This is beautiful execution from the Taipans. You see the 2 wings, Kowal and Jerick here, cuts across the elbows to engage these defenders. And then watch, they're going to try to go at Keanu Pinder. So watch the way Majuk Deng engages Tane Samuel and clears him out of that area to create space for Keanu Pinder down low. So now the Taipans have cleared all this space here for Keanu Pinder to seal up. Nice little pass over the top. Bang, 2 easy points down low with the shake and bake for Keanu Pinder. And then in transition, the Bullets, they're often matching up. You're not executing against the zone. And so they do similar action to get Pinder going. The kick here from Pinder, he slaps the ball screen here on Ben Air. And look at this, over here you got a shooter in the corner, so Jason Kadee doesn't want to leave Mirko Jerick. You got a shooter in this corner, so Tane Samuel doesn't want to leave Majuk Deng. And I like this from Ben Air. The passing angle isn't quite there, so they go high, low, so high and low to find Keanu Pinder down low. My arrows are going all over the shop, but their passes were right on the spot to find Keanu Pinder. More of that in the second half for the Taipans.
Yep, at the moment they lead by 6, and they'll be looking to extend that after half-time here. In the 4 games played between these teams this season, Brisbane has not led at half-time in any of them. They've got some work to do here as Tajir McCall and the Taipans look to sweep them 4-0 on the season. We'll be back with more on the Hungry Jacks NBL Saturday night show in just a moment. Great to have you with us here on a Saturday night. Let's get courtside. A little while ago, Alex Loughton caught up with Cairns coach Adam Ford.
I'm here with Coach Adam Ford. Have you seen much of the Carnival 2-3 zone much this season?
Yeah, it took us a while to get adjust to it, but once they matched up on the second pass and matched up on the first pass, then just ran a little bit of early on balls. Telling my point guards just keep feeding Keanu. The ones we've missed, I think, have been wide open, and the ones we've got him, he's got points. So just keep rolling with that.
Frank's on 3 fouls. As soon as he's back in the game, you'll be going straight at him, I'd imagine.
And I think they'll probably hide him a little bit in that zone. So, we don't want to make a focus of it and then get distracted from what we're trying to do. Reality is we got to find him on that perimeter. He's still hurting us in those transition threes. So, the last 18 attempts, we got 7 stops in a row. A couple of times we sent him to the foul line, and his three-pointer. So, find him. He's dangerous. Like, get a hand up.
Last chance to impress the crowd with a feeling on a good note. What's your thoughts on the crowd this year?
And again, I know I've said it multiple times, this is probably one of the best fan bases I've ever encountered. They're loyal, they're loud, they're supportive regardless of the loss, win or loss. So, I want to repay them.
Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Adam Ford there with Alex Loughton. The fans will be enjoying this at the moment as Majuk Deng throws down another 2. The 6-point halftime lead is into double figures here. Cairns has scored the last 8 points across the halftime break, and Majuk Deng leads all scorers.
That is a quick timeout. Coach Duncan has seen enough early. Like you said, Case, it is now double-digit lead. You can see Deng running the court. Air finds him for an easy dunk.
Yeah, he's got way more energy coming out of the break. The Taipans. Majuk Deng flying in for the defensive rebound. Then he sprints that middle lane, and just a complete breakdown in defensive transition. No communication, and Ben Air put it right on the spot. And you saw in that first play, we heard Adam Ford in the background was saying, "Let's find Keanu Pinder." We flagged it at halftime as well. And Pinder, Deng, couple of quick buckets, double-digit lead.
I thoroughly endorse the comments from Adam Ford there about the fans in Cairns as well, having been there and called games on a regular basis. They are amazing, great supporters of the Taipans. They're only national franchise up there. They get behind them, they support them, they're knowledgeable, really engaging, always good fun. Get up there and check it out if you've never been, and it's worth having a look at. Located right near the CBD, the Convention Centre. Get out and enjoy the reef. So much to look forward to, and the Taipans can put on a show. Samuel comes up empty. I haven't heard one player, an NBL player, go there and not enjoy his time there. Kual gets the ball, but the offensive foul occurred before he knocked down the shot.
Good defense that possession.
Good read by Dremic, the help man rotating across.
Puts his body on the line and just takes that hit.
Early stages of the third quarter. Brisbane, their problems at the moment. They scored 3 points in the last 6 minutes of game time. Across half time. Here's Krebs. Again, the offense is stagnant. Shot clock to 4. Dremic fires, caught it deep. Samuel hustle after the ball. I like his energy. Franks gets the look on the baseline. Can't convert. Samuel trying to clean it up. Franks keeps it alive now. Muscles his way up and adds another 2 as we go courtside to Alex Loughton.
Been really impressed with Tane Samuel's output tonight. You saw him that last play, just in everything. He's giving it absolutely his all, but really efficient offensively, obviously. That last 3 ball was his only miss so far, but very impressed as he checks out for a much-needed breather.
Yeah, he's playing some really good basketball. 12 points, 4 of 7, 4 rebounds. I'd love to see him get a double-double.
It's his birthday on Tuesday, turns 23. Won a championship with Wellington, the New Zealand Basketball League last season. It was all New Zealand NBL team last season. So 17 points, 44% threes. He can do a lot, and we certainly haven't seen his best enough in terms of opportunities this season, but maybe there's still to come. Here's McCall with a steal. A little bit of showtime.
He's just great anticipation. He's just such a good defender. Read that pass, anticipated it, got the steal, and second dunk of the night for him.
Game high 13-point lead now. Cairns Taipans.
42. No score. 42.
Foul's going to be called on Paul Quoll. It's going to be his 4th personal foul. So that's a worrying sign for the Rookie of the Year candidate. He's fouled out 3 times so far this season. One of those was against Brisbane the last time they played. But Tashir McCall jumping into your lounge room is an exciting commodity. And here with it. Nothing on offer initially. Waited for Majuk Deng to arrive. That's off the mark. Here's Drimmick. Feeds Krebs in the corner. He knocks down the shot. 7 in the game now for Krebs. His first score since quarter time.
That's what Krebs can do. He missed his first 4 looks from long range, but was ready to fire on that one. And he's a much better 3-point shooter than what he's shown in the NBL so far.
For sure. Franks pushing it. Drimmick. Pass. Krebs in the corner. Can he go back to back from the other wing? Connect. Franks keeps it alive after Majuk Deng couldn't control it. And a travelling violation is called on Franks. 3rd turnover in the game. No one has more in that category. A rough night at the office. Picked up 2 early fouls in the opening quarter. Had to sit down. Has recovered to get 8 points, 7 rebounds so far. But at the moment, Cairns have this under control. Double-figure lead, middle stages of the 3rd. Looking to sweep Brisbane for the first time. Here's Deng. Nice pass. Krebs did well to control that and then make the finish as well. And Brisbane have scored 5 unanswered points and cut the margin to 8.
Nice little run from the Bullets. Grab a little momentum, force a timeout. As the defense stepping up, the Taipans having a bit of trouble executing. Tell you when Tashir McCall's involved though, things look a little bit better, and he's had himself a nice stat sheet stuffing night so far. He's 3 assists off a double-double, 3 boards, he's got 3 steals, he's had a couple of breakaway dunks as he's got in the passing lanes. He's been super active all night for to finish off the season.
I truly like the way he goes about his business. He does remind me of a Russell Westbrook type. Can score in so many different ways. Real active. His motor is high. He doesn't stop playing. He's just all over the place.
And you asked the question, Corey, about do they re-sign him? Well, I think Liam, you spoke about the fit there, and is he exactly what they need? I'll tell you, the Adelaide 36ers could use him running the 3 with the ball carrying duties that he can have as well. But I think that's what they really needed this year. You know, they had the bigs under control. They had McCarron there. They had Detch there as a defender. You get someone out there on a wing loose and like him with his athleticism and so forth. I think it'd be a perfect matchup for them. And to talk about him a near triple-double, closest we've seen this season, Xavier Rattan-Mays had 12, 10 and 9 in round 12. Xavier Cooks 14, 9 and 9 in round 18. Maybe we'll see it tonight as McCall puts on some more tricks.
Well, he's got some work to do on the glass this last quarter and a half. But yeah, I mean, he's always a threat, especially in these games where he's running the point, because so much of it's going to run through him, and he's just a multi-dimensional, versatile player.
Charlotte, baseline, casually. Comes up with his first field goal of the game. Cairns lead by 12. 5.5 left in this 3rd quarter. Haven't had a triple-double in the NBL this season. Last season, they had 4. 3 different players. Pass from Kadee. Said he was fouled. That's why the ball didn't get to Deng. Cairns have come up with it. And here's McCall. And let him fire the three again. Short. Pinder gets after it. Likewise, Kenny. Now Pinder working on Deng. One of the baseline. Deng.
Another charge.
Knew where he was going before he got there. Pinder picks up the foul. His second personal. And so we go courtside to Alex Loughton.
Just in that last timeout, Coach Duncan happy to keep going under the screens with any of those guards, obviously not involving Bull Quoll, but they were worried about the pick and pop with Deng. Deng's obviously out of the game now, but still happy to hold it down defensively. That last charge, perfect example of them locking in. That'll be certainly pleased Coach Duncan.
So inside the last 5 minutes of the third quarter, Brisbane down 12 after leading by 11 in the first and second quarters. Franks gets it to Drimmick, 4 on the shot clock. Complete it. Big Lou keeps it alive. They came back to Drimmick with a left hand. He scoops in another 2 into double figures. 10, 6 boards, 4 assists now for Anthony Drimmick. Pinder gets it. Goes back in the direction of Bull Quoll. Kadee with his hands full here against Pinder, who elevates over
another
offensive foul called on Pinder.
It's like his 4th offensive foul call on him. Anthony Drimmick beats him to the spot. Pinder's 4th.
It's a flop warning on that one. It's a flop warning. It was a flop. 40. Flop, Taj, this one just in.
Well, you heard it from the official. Flop warning on McCall, and there's the crash from Pinder. 4th personal, he'll take a rest.
Well, it's not a flop. It should be a warning for bad acting. Deng to the free throw line. And he's 2 of 4 so far tonight. And they're just starting to get some momentum here, Brisbane, and get themselves back in the frame. It was looking one-way traffic there at the start of this quarter. Cairns getting out to a 13-point lead. Make the back end though. Bull Quoll grabs the rebound. So Jared Kenny will bring Cairns up the floor. Deng inside. McCall takes on. Anthony Drimmick helps himself to 2 more. 23 points on 10 of 15 from the field. McCall
very efficient in 24 minutes of action. His plus minus is a plus 18.
Taipans get it back here. A chance for them is to expand the margin. Heading toward 3-quarter time.
We talk about his activity, McCall. His activity off the ball is being rewarded against this zone. Just so quick and clever at flashing into the gaps, presenting himself as an option, and then making quick decisions with the rock.
Points to 10 in favour of Cairns in this quarter. Oh, it's tipped in. Franks and Deng between them.
When it rains, it pours.
Come on, boys.
To knock in the miss.
Santa's watching.
Closely.
So with back-to-back buckets, the Taipans get back to 13. And a chance for them to expand that here. Jukding lost the handle. Now Drimmick with it, pushing the ball. Franks at the other end throws down the dunk. He's into double figures.
It was a beautiful pull of the chair to Jim McCall, but they weren't able to cash in down the other end.
Here is McCall getting it done, drawing a foul.
He is truly everywhere.
Everywhere. And again, that's his movement off the ball. He sees the opportunity on the weak side, flashes to the bucket. Doesn't just stand and watch and hope for it to arrive to him in the corner. Moves off the ball and gets himself involved.
It's a real good find by Kenny, because I didn't even think that pass was going to make it through. The way three-point play completed. 28 points. Call leads all scorers.
Taken over 100 free throws this season. Tajir McCall. Connected 69%. He's ding against McCall. One way, back the other. Passing lane chopped off. Well done, Bull Quoll. 2.5 to play in the third. Bull Quoll started at the defensive end and is going to finish it with a knockdown three.
I mean, that was just some great one-on-one defense on the block. McCall against Deng. Absolutely nothing happened. The turnover was created off that bad pass, and off Cairns went.
Cairns starting to run away
from
Brisbane at the moment. A nice play. McCall gets it to Majuk Deng for the finishing touches. They've scored 8 unanswered points and lead by 19.
Dropped a beautiful dime and just walked off after he spent off the pass. After he passed it.
He's having a great time.
It is a party out there.
Here's that defense you're talking about, Corey. This is just full lockdown mode here.
You ain't scoring.
Watch him anticipate every which way Deng wants to go. This way? No. That way? No, sir. Coming back? Turnover. And the Taipans cash in down the other end through Bull Quoll. Finding McCall, finds Deng underneath. And they're having a good time in the tropics.
Well, that's entertaining to watch. No wonder he's been a fan favourite wherever he's been. Tajir McCall. And for Otago and the New Zealand Basketball League, you've got a lot to look forward to as we go courtside to Alex Loughton.
Just the conversation for re-signing McCall, I reckon he has to be a high priority. He already knows the town. He's proven himself. He's enjoying himself tonight. A lot of smiles out there from McCall. He's bouncy. He's loving every bit of it, and he's given it his absolute all. I reckon that for my money, I would be looking at him very much in returning him back to Cairns. You've got to find the right pieces around him.
Yep.
But I think he's certainly proven his effect on this league. He's so hard to guard and stay in front of.
Here's Krebs looking for Big Lou. He bobbled the pass against Chawai. Not a lot on offer. Here's Samuel. Being impressive tonight. Muscles into the paint.
Yeah.
Adds another 2. He's got 14 in the game.
He could hoop. Samuels could hoop.
Yeah. Juk Deng. Now Bull Quoll against Kadee. Baseline. Nothing on offer. Chawai kicks outside. McCall. 6 on the shot clock. Fires over Krebs. Couldn't get it. Got his own rebound and tried to flip the pass to Majuk Deng. It's out of court. So the 3 imports. Scott Machado, Steven Zimmerman, and Tajir McCall. If you can only keep one, which one would you keep?
It's going to come down to see how healthy Machado is.
Goal 21, legal pick.
Like, what's going on with his
You've
foot?
got to keep him between your shoulders.
Even if he's fit, Machado 10 points, 5 assists. McCall 15.6 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. I'm a big Scott Machado fan. I think you could present an argument that if you could only have one of those 3, then
I'm keeping Scott.
I'm keeping McCall. Entertainment factor, as well as everything else. Nice knockdown 3 there, and the Taipans have opened up a 20-point margin.
This quarter has been all Cairns from the beginning. Oh, another steal.
McCall takes them on, draws a foul on Kadee, so he's off to the free throw line. 28-14 in this quarter.
And so much of it on the back of this man and his high energy play. Just jumping in the passing lanes. Excuse me, I'll take that. Takes the contact. He's working on a 30-piece here with all kinds of numbers across the box score. 4 steals. Got the 8 dimes, the 4 boards. Stuffing that thing.
With that 30 piece, he en route to 40 tonight. An easy 40.
Well, that would be the highest individual score we've seen this season. At the moment, it stands 39. Vic Law had against New Zealand in round 15.
And just to flag ahead of time, this from the stat man, no Cairns player has ever scored 30 points and had 10 assists. Our man's 2 dimes away.
He'll have 40 and 10 tonight.
He's heading that way. And Krebs to the free throw line for the first time in the game. Oh, hello.
Let's see if little man.
Hey, where's our man? Where's our man?
Here he is.
Come on, we're right behind you, young fella.
Bring it home. So the Taipans, 21-point leaders at the moment. Shot clock, 5 seconds inside the game clock, with plenty of time for Majok Deng to add to his tally. He's now up to 25. Franks gets it back from Lou, answers inside and gets the 2 and draws a foul. Clock about to expire in the background.
Well, it goes without saying, much needed for the Bullets. Been an absolute nightmare. 3rd quarter for Brisbane. Just a tiny little something for them before the end of the term.
Only used 7 players, Brisbane, and Robert Franks is the 7th of the 7 to get to the free throw line. Makes the extra. So 3 seconds. Jared Kenny will hustle up to the halfway line and fire away unsuccessfully. So we turn for home here with the Cairns Taipans enjoying a 20-point lead. The Sunshine Stoush. It's Cairns 81, Brisbane 61 here on the Hungry Jacks NBL. Final game of the NBL22 season for Cairns and Brisbane ends tonight. Taipans up 20 after Brisbane had led by 11 in the first quarter and again in the second. But a 32-18 third quarter has Cairns well on top here. That is the equal highest scoring third quarter we've seen in the NBL this season. Cairns have had 32 before, as have Melbourne, the Phoenix and Tasmania. So finishing strong, but they need to finish even stronger here as Krebs gets down low and adds to his tally. He's into double figures. The other end, McCall. We're just padding his stats there with the early miss and the offensive rebound and the putback.
8 more points to go to get that 40 piece. Something tells me he knows it.
What's the highest score this season?
39.
Vic Law, 39.
Yep.
OT versus New Zealand.
Yep. In regulation, 37. Vic Law.
Okay,
round 1 against Adelaide.
When was the last 40 piece?
You'd have to go back last season. Casper Ware had 40 against Cairns. Only player to score 40 last season. Previous year, Bryce Cotton, 42 against Cairns in the semi-final. Season prior to that, Trimble, 42 for Cairns. Here we go, McCall!
6 more to go. We got the McCall 40-piece countdown going on.
It's not a quiet 40. There was such a thing. It's Ben Air looking to join the bucket.
Beautiful.
He knocked down the 3.
Get amongst it.
Get amongst the party.
Grab a drink. Pull up a seat, Bennett. Everybody's welcome.
And that's assist number 9 for McCall. 34 points, 9 assists.
Well, he already has the equal high assists in the season. Tajir McCall with 11. Hence Perth last round. Here's Krebs just bouncing into the paint unsuccessfully. Franks, monster, gets it done, draws a foul. And Tajir McCall picked up his second.
So there's never been a player 40 points and 10 assists for Cairns, right? Nice
Well,
finish.
there's never been one for 30 points and 10 assists. I'm going to say you're right.
So what about in the 40-minute era in the NBL? Who's had 40 and 10 assists in one game?
There's a question for you.
Statman holla.
Randall have that?
40 points, 10 assists.
Just a quick look here. That might even... Frank's off and running once more. Nothing on offer for him.
Defense by Ben.
And McCall is fouled by Jason Kadee. Andrew Gaze.
Oh, and quietly, my man Ben Air, 5 points, 5 assists in 11 minutes.
Back in the 80s, if you're talking.
Oh, my
longer. McCall knocks down the 3.
37.
Up to 37, and he's playing the guitar again.
Might go to he hit 40 quick. That might be a 50-piece tonight.
All right.
8 minutes left. He got 37.
All right, so nobody.
Nobody's ever had 40.
Closest? My man Jerome Randall.
What he had?
40 and 9. In 2016 against the Wildcats. In
Perth.
the jungle, if you don't mind. In a loss.
How about that from Tajir McCall? The other end, Kadee, the free throws.
Jermaine Beal, 42 and 7.
If you go way back, we've got Andrew Gaze, 44, 12 and 12 at Albert Park in 1986.
86.
In a loss.
How old is Gates? He's 86.
Mark Leader, 41, 23 and 10.
Wow.
Substantial numbers. Here's Franks. Misses from close range, gets it back and off to the free throw line once more.
Thanks, Mark. 2 shots here. Thanks, Mark. 2 here.
course, the scoring record in the 40-minute era, of course, Chris Golden.
50, right?
50 against Sydney.
He had just a straight 50 piece.
Correct. Back in 2014. 37 with 7:50 to play.
He can get 50.
Franks up to 18. After having
Let's just get the 40.
none at quarter time. Yeah. Here's McCall. Skip pass. Jarrett feeds Ben Eyre, who fires unsuccessfully, and Pinder wrestling with Franks. He's going to be called for the foul. Fourth personal on Robert Franks.
And with his 37 points, he's only missed 7 shots, 15 of 22. 3 of 6 from the 3.
Yeah, always looking for Pinder. It's on the play as well.
Robert Franks has had enough of all this Tajir McCall messing about. He said, I want that matchup. Good luck with 4 fouls.
Yeah, flips it up, taking them on. James Duncan, the Brisbane coach, just wheeled around in horror after hearing the whistle.
You know what? Ben Eyre, 13 minutes of action, 5 points, 5 assists, no turnovers. He's been extremely efficient. Make that 6.
Let's go courtside to Alex Loughton.
This crowd is just electric here tonight. They're loving every minute of it. That last dunk by Pinder that didn't actually go down. Even the usher put their hand in front of their face in disbelief of what was about to happen. So everyone's getting involved here tonight at the Cairns Convention Centre.
Good way to round out the season for the Cairns Taipans. McCall pushes it quickly. Pinder against Samuel. Forced into a tough shot. Good D from Dane Samuel. Now Drimmick at the other end. Wants to take on. Yeah, off the window. Too hard. Played 3 and a bit minutes in this final quarter, and Pinder takes on Kadee. He's fouled. Not to the free throw line. Kadee picks up his 4th personal.
Cairns not taking their foot off the gas either.
Looking for their highest score of the season, which at the moment stands at 102 against Brisbane. Back in round 10.
It's been something Adam Ford's been talking about in recent weeks. Making sure that they reward those home fans there.
Yeah,
you've been talking about, Case. Their passionate support, always filling out that building, cheering their team on, win or loss. And tonight they're having a good time.
Krebs aggressively but unsuccessfully to the hoop, kept alive by Drimmick. Franks just lost control of it. It was good enough to clean up his own mess. So he's got 20 and 11 now.
Robert Franks going to deny him.
They're trying to split Krebs and Kadee. That's on Kadee. They're going to call it on Krebs.
And then there goes back to the free throw line.
And those former G League teammates.
Championship winning teammates.
Talking about.
Referees just may not have
straight denied
caught that, because I've seen Les called for a foul, and an unsportsmanlike one at that.
No, he had a good look at it.
I think the contact, he actually looked when he heard the contact or heard what was going on. He was looking ahead, the referee that was in the frame there.
Right.
The Taipans' highest score is certainly well within reach here. Maybe even the highest score of the season could come into play here. 108 by Melbourne. It's the high watermark this season. Drimmick, Elliott played Franks into from behind aggressively. Free throws to come.
It's one of the cool things about McCall as well. We've been talking about all the different things he brings to the table. Bit of a coach on the floor as well at the defensive end. We talk about the leaps some of the guys in this team has made.
He missed a free throw.
Uh-oh.
Little man got to be ready again.
Yeah, little guy. Here we go. There it is, young fella.
He deserved that.
That's all you, little man.
Code word is base. Hungry Jack's cheeseburgers for Queensland, courtesy of Robert Franks. Jeric fires, knocks down the three. Cairns reach the century.
Right. Easy bucket because Taipans have man down. Tajir McCall limping around the floor, turning his ankle a little bit on that previous play.
Just let it go. Just let it go, baby. Oh, here comes the sub.
Short on the rim. On 37. Looking for the three to get to 40. Dang. Hands over. Krebs. Looking on Nartai. Down low. Adds the two, draws a foul. He's worked hard tonight, Tanner Krebs. 14 points, 4 boards. Bullets restricted to just 7 players tonight. Suited up 8. Isaiah Moss unable to go because of a hamstring strain. No Patterson, no Sobey, no Tyrell Harrison, no Digba, no Salt, no Wigness, no McKinnon. Here's McCall though, and that's all you need sometimes. He's got the 2 chance at a 3-point play.
Don't let an ankle turn ruin your 40-point night.
39 points. But you know what? As great of a game he's having, this is where he's at its worst. But he makes the free throw. 40. 5 minutes to go.
Highest scoring performance of the season.
Franks at the other end. It's a casual 2 and draws a foul on Jordan Nartai. 26 fouls now on the Taipans. And Brisbane has taken 30 free throws already and counting.
With 5 minutes left, there's more than enough time, and in the form he's in, to get a 50-piece. And both teams in the bonus, so any foul on them is 2 shots.
Let's just make sure there's nothing silly done here by Adam Ford.
McCall, and he wants that 1 assist as well for the double-double. In the corner, Braden Inger fires unsuccessfully. It's up to 6. 4 boards. That is 6 boards for McCall as well. So Deng into double figures. 5th Brisbane player to do so. Now McCall shares it with Jeric. Quick release 3 is short. Franks grabs the rebound. Beats the ball off. Krebs running hard is rewarded. Adds another 2. So he's up to 16. 20-point ball game for the Taipans, who have come up with their highest score of the season. Looking to chase down the 108 that Melbourne scored for the highest in the competition. 5 on the shot clock. McCall looking tired.
Yeah, he gassed.
Here's Drimmick.
Oh my.
Easy layup for him to add 2 to his tally. So 12 now for Drimmick. And less than 4 minutes remaining. Margin is 18. It's Cairns 103, Brisbane 85. Well, I hoped Tajir McCall staying out there.
After a 40 and a potential 10 assists night, that should do it. You gotta go for him.
He needs a PG out there with him right now. We need Ben Air back out there. Run some Tajir McCall, Ben Air pick and rolls.
That's been looking really good all night.
Right now he's handling it.
Doing too much right now.
Someone looked like they dropped a bomb in the huddle there. He came out waving the smell away, but he's back out there.
What a night it's been for Tajir McCall.
Wow.
10 in the first quarter, 7 in the second, 13 in the third, and 10 here so far in the fourth. And an 18-point lead at the moment as Cadee brings Brisbane up the floor. Dang, rolling to the hoop, says, have some of that.
Well, Adam Ford's got to be feeling a little not happy right now because it's been just a layup line for the Bullets these last 3 or 4 minutes. And they've just eaten away at this margin massively.
Scored the last 11 points, the Bullets, and Deng doing it at both ends of the floor.
Great job by Deng.
Terrific fight back from Brisbane. And all seemed lost. Here's Krebs adding another 2. Margin cut to 14. Nartai open, fires unsuccessfully. Frank's running. Charges into the paint, gets past Bull Quoll. Deng kept it alive, the offensive rebound. He's been good lately, and here's Drimmick, look away pass, throw down from Franks, who's got 25 and 14. And Brisbane has scored 15 unanswered points, and the fans are a little quiet. McCall helps himself to 2 more, 42 in the game. Chance for them to add a little more as well. Still more than 2 minutes to play. McCall looks for Nartai.
There it is.
Assist off glass adds 2. So McCall gets the double-double. 42, 10 assists, 6 rebounds.
5 steals.
Wow.
Franks, he's really turned it on late as well. He's up to 28, including 15 in this quarter.
He's had a massive second half, Robert Franks. 28 points and 14 boards.
McCall sits down, the first player to record 30-plus points and 10 assists for the Cairns Taipans. So he rewrites himself, or writes himself into the record books. And what a way to finish his season with the Cairns Taipans. 33 points from Brisbane in this quarter, just short of the best fourth quarter we've seen this season, which is 35 by New Zealand, around 19. Margin at 16:90 seconds remaining. We've got the highest score in the NBL this season for the Taipans as well. And they're looking to add to it. There. Firing unsuccessfully there, Machuk Deng. Franks wants to go solo. He's short with the 3. Machuk Deng hands over. Ben Air just bobbled the pass, but reels it in now. For the highest score, we've had the highest individual score with 3 burgers. Queensland derby. And Franks might finish it with another dunk here. 2 hands for safety. Slaps up onto the backboard, says, I'll have 30 as well. 30 and 15.
Huge numbers.
And that, 37 points. It's the highest fourth quarter we've seen this season. It equals the highest scoring quarter of any quarter this season. Chance for them to even break that record. And as Machuk Deng helps himself to 2 more, he's got 30.
What I've seen from Ben Air, he's a legitimate backup guard in this league. 16 minutes of play, 9 points, 7 assists, no turnovers.
That's good numbers. So Krebs, top of the key, fires the triple. It's off the mark. And we've seen the highest score in the competition this season, both as a team and as an individual as well. And the Cairns Taipans sweep Brisbane 4-0 on the season, coming up with a 14-point win. Cairns 112, Brisbane 98.
Fun game. Fun final sunshine stoush of the season. And how about that from the Taipans? 4-0 over their Queensland rivals in NBL22. Huge night from Tajir McCall. Just a ball of energy all night long, inspiring his team. They came out and just went nuclear in the third quarter. And there's the Foot Locker player of the game numbers: 42 and 10, 6 boards, 5 assists. Stat sheet stuffing supreme from Tajir McCall tonight.
It has been quite a performance. Full credit to Brisbane for running it out strong as well, with 37 in the last quarter. Nice way to finish the season for the Cairns Taipans with their 9th win of the season and the highest score in the competition. We'll be back to wrap it up. The Hungry Jacks NBL Saturday night in just a moment. Well, we close out Saturday night hoops here on the Hungry Jacks NBL in style with the highest score of the season for the Cairns Taipans, rattling on 112 points. And Tajir McCall with a season best 42 as they win by 14 over Brisbane for a 4-0 sweep for the first time. And that was entertaining to watch. Both teams closing out the season without going to the playoffs. Cairns and the fans up there in far north Queensland, well, they'll be very excited.
Yeah, fun game for the fans in the building, us calling, and everyone watching on from their lounge rooms. It was up and down. The Bullets, of course, heavily undermanned, just 7 active guys tonight, and the Taipans took advantage, ran away from them in the second and third quarters, and Tajir McCall really led the way. Darnay Samuel had some nice moments, 14 points for him. Robert Franks was big, 30 and 15, especially in that second half. But really, the story of the night was Tajir McCall. The equal fourth highest individual scoring performance in the 40-minute era. Highest score of this season, 42 points, and he was just having a great time out there. 42 points, 10 assists. First guy in the 40-minute era to have 40 and 10. And very fun way for him and his team to finish off the year.
Sure was. Are you still keeping Scott Machado, or are you going to keep my man Tajir McCall now?
Man, he just made it even tougher. I mean, it was a fantastic performance. I thought he was going for 50, but great way to finish off the season for Cairns.
Very impressive display from the Taipans, and they get the Queensland derby done. He looked gassed, and he should be after that performance, playing 36 and a bit minutes as well. So for the Taipans, well, they win more games this year than they did last season, and for Brisbane, well, not the result that they were hoping for, but as we saw tonight, they were so short-handed, and it's been the story for them all season, where they've just haven't been able to get the players and their important players on the floor all together for a large chunk of it. So they'll retool and try and get things happening for next season, and we'll look ahead to tomorrow, because the ladder looks like this with 1 day remaining in the regular season. Wow. Melbourne 20 and 8, and Tasmania are up into 4th position following their win earlier tonight. And it's up now to Perth, who face the Phoenix, to win on Sunday to force their way back into the top 4. And of course, Sydney against Illawarra tomorrow will decide who has home court advantage in the other semi-final. So 3 games left in the season, 2 of them shape the finals. What a finish to NBL22.
Yeah, it's a great way to close it out. I'm fascinated to see how the Kings and the Hawks go about that game tomorrow, see how they each approach it, and then, of course, it is all up on the last. Perth and South East Melbourne to close out the year.
Hard to believe, isn't it? What a finish to the regular season we've had, and what a way to finish tonight. Trust you've enjoyed it. On behalf of Alex Loughton, courtside, Liam Santa Maria, Corey Williams, I'm John Casey, our hard-working crew behind the scenes. They are the best in the business, and they had a big day today, but we'll leave you with a Tajir McCall performance, the highest score in the NBL this season.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise. I'm top tier, I'm that guy. I'm the man of the year. I'm a man with no fear. I think like I'm a shark. The way I move so sharp. So hard for the team. That's how I play my part. I'm solid like the foundation. I'm dedicated to greatness. I always knew I would win. Now let the games begin. I'm never off my grind. I'm always on.
This program is brought to you by Hungry Jack's and Bunnings Warehouse.
next season, will we?
Maybe one more season.
One more, yeah, you keep saying that.
I don't know how many more I can do.
You got
33
dozens
next week.
left.
33 next week.
33? Oh, you've got another 2 years of you, you're right.
Another 2 years. And then try to pop out another one last start. Bye guys, thank you.
See ya. How old are you, correct? How old are you? 50? Well, especially again, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. So 50, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, you know, when you get to give it off, 78, you're like, people always try to bring your age down. Get up, girlfriend. Because, you know, if you're in 60 and you say you're 70, well, everyone's going to be going, oh my God. I'm 65. That's the thing I made, just, do stuff like I think that's, get away with it mostly, just the recoveries. Yeah, so, yeah, exactly, that's it. Gotta have a safe lunchtime, that's for sure. Well, I tell you, the Spanish is right there. That's what I keep saying. When I play more at lunchtime, there's always Spanish background in it. Yeah. It's about 3 generations. But still, you know, it just makes sense. If I close my eyes for even half an hour, sort of like 1 o'clock, I'll move through late. You know, because they get up early because it's beautiful. In the middle of the day, it's hot as. Just have a sleep, you know. So it's so good. You just enjoy the evenings. Especially up here in this climate. Yeah. I found that becoming a necessity. Basically, the thing with our lifestyle with TV and that sort of crap, you know, you sort of think about your night time and sit down and turn on the freaking TV. Yeah. In actual fact, that's the worst thing to do. Yeah. Like, have a few hours sleep in the middle of the day. I've missed out the news the last few nights, and I've gone, oh, the news is on. Yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22 where you feel like you need to, out of social responsibility of giving a shit of what's going on in the world, you know. Then other way, better off without it. I sat out on the deck and had a drink with my bride, and I thought, this is much better than sitting there watching the bloody news. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 50. I was good till I got to 45. Well, I was 45 and first time ever in my life I went to the doctor and had a bit of small talk and he goes, so what brings you here, Rob? And I went, I don't know. He goes, what's up? I said, I feel shit. That's good shit. No particular complaint. I'm tired, I'm not motivated. He actually sort of got me back on track. Just when I did some blood tests, and went, oh, you should get off the beans and go and do the exercise and cholesterol went down, testosterone went up. That's it, isn't it? That's the key. Yeah. Oh, yes. That's that.
Whenever you're ready, Chris.
James, it's never fun to lose a game, but in the circumstances of tonight with just how short-handed you were and the fact that you ended up down a long way, you fought the game out pretty hard, and I think you take a lot of positives out of that in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, credit to the guys for continuing to battle throughout the course of the game. Yeah, we down in numbers, and obviously our guys got a little bit tired throughout the course of the game, and it's just one of those things that we had to deal with guys being sick or being injured or deciding not to play, but that's how it is in professional sports.
Interesting comment. Did you have some guys that decided not to play, potentially, if they were healthy tonight?
No comment.
No, I think we can read between the lines, but the guys that were out there, I mean, you have a look at what Tane Samuel was able to do in the first half, Tanner Krebs for the night. We know that Rob has been able to do the whole season, so it was no surprise, but to have guys like that grab their opportunity was nice to see.
Yeah, for sure. This is what you want from some of our young guys or any of our players like that didn't get consistent minutes throughout the course of the season. When the opportunity comes to step ahead and grab a hold of it and try to give a good performance and impact the game in a positive way. And there were certain points in the game where Dane was able to do that. Kudos to him, because last week he was he was struggling on his I won't say that bad, but he was hurt. The flu hit him hard. He came back to practice this week, and I knew it wasn't going to be 100%, and same with Dang Dang, but they strapped up and they came.
Can you talk a little bit about Rob, not just tonight, but his whole season? Because I think he's been good enough to be right in contention for a spot in one of the all NBL teams. He's been that good for you this season. How impressed with what he's given you have you been?
Very just happy. First of all, just happy to get to know him as a human being and as a person, and then obviously what he brought to our team was being able to put the ball in the basket, and then we really actually we knew that when we got Rob, the things that I wanted him to focus on more on was impacted the game rebounding wise, impacted the game defensively, and I think he grew throughout the course of the season in those areas, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen for him next.
Well, Rob, how difficult was it on a night like this where you did only have seven players available? I mean, how challenging was it? And I know you lost, but are you proud of the guys that did suit up and fight it out?
Yeah, kudos to the other six in that locker room that went to war, and I don't think people understand, if you're not in our situation, how tough it is to play another professional team with only 7 players. I think fatigue got the best of us a little bit in the second half, and we got winded, and obviously it showed. But hats off to those guys that suited up with me and went to war one more last time.
Like I mentioned to James, you've had an outstanding season. How have you found things personally? Have you enjoyed this season, apart from not getting wins you would like, but have you enjoyed the experience? Yeah,
I mean, obviously, losing is never fun, and you don't want to have a losing record. But I had a joy. Me and JD, we've grown tremendously. Throughout this season, from the first time, him talking to me, trying to recruit me here to now, I really consider him a brother, and I think that relationship, no matter what happens, is going to be great. But I pride myself on hard work, and that's just something that just who I am. So people can kind of say you had a great year, but I got a lot of holes in my game that I need to get better. So I'm the hardest critic on myself. So I'm never gonna give myself the full credit that I deserve.
There's a lot of water to go under the bridge, and a lot of talks that I'm sure you will have with a lot of different people. But is there a potential for you to come back, both to the NBL and to the Bullets next season?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I got to see what the future brings. But I love Brisbane. It's a great city, great fan base, great club, and this is a great league. very competitive, and I've enjoyed my time here in the NBL and in Brisbane. So time will obviously tell, and we'll see what God has in store for me. But I've enjoyed and cherished every moment this season.
Now, we've enjoyed having you here as well, and we'd love to see you back. And I'm sure you would love to have you back as well, James. But now the season's over, what's your immediate focus? I mean, I'm sure you start planning for next season right now.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see what's going to happen in the next weeks and months ahead. Obviously, the season didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out, but I see where we need to go. There's pieces that we need to be better. I think that when I first got this job, I talked about like being one of the top defensive teams, and teams that do that make finals. And I think I've been saying it often in these last press conferences, like the top 5 defensive teams right now are fighting for finals. And so I think it's a pretty good indication of where we need to get to. And so, when it comes to recruiting and talking to players, like, if you're not about that life, then, I don't, personally, I just don't want you here. So, like, you want to sit down and defend, you want to rebound and play the right way, come on over. These are the guys that we're looking at. And that's the standard that I'm looking to build for the Bullets and for our fan base and for the city. Like, Brisbane is an amazing city, and they deserve a winner. And that's my focus, to try to get the pieces to do that.
Just one last one from me. You know 40 very well. I'm sure one of the big goals early next season will be to try to get a win up over him.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'll hold that over. Our fan base, and we'll run into Cairns next season, shake my hat to them. And sorry, no disrespect to Cairns. They came out and they played a strong, tough game, their last home game, and congratulations to them, and congratulations to 40. And we move on.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it. Just the job description. Yeah, I think you let the mics move a bit. Okay.
Yeah, it just popped out. Yeah, see, this thing's like crazy.
Nice laugh.
I'll just go get a couple helpers to bring this cool down.
Didn't like that last dance. Shit. Some of the guys didn't want to get out and play.
Hey, so
Some of the guys didn't want to get out and play. They would get slipped. He said, he just said, some of the guys didn't want to play. And I said, some of them refused to go out. Don't comment on that. So, obviously,
like as in, and that's why they had so many days.
yeah.
What is up with that? I wonder what it was about. Could be about anything, really. Someone dropped it out of your
Footy teams are like,
still
bloody,
blood. Yeah.
like family out. 2K. Did they unplug?
Same. Unplug. 1, 2, 3. Must have been doing that. Must have upset that stay back here, is it?
Yeah, guys, congratulations on a ripper win. But we'll get to Taj in a second. But 40, to end the season on this note, to see the energy from the team tonight, what did that mean to you, and what do you think that meant to the crowd in the convention centre?
Oh, I hope it means everything to the crowd, and this is where I appreciated the boys for playing that style and rewarding one of the best fan bases in the country. I know I've said it multiple times, and I'll say it again, is that through thick and thin and wins and losses, this is a fan base that stays to the very end of the siren. And I was just appreciative of, even now, they're still out in the court with the signing session. Appreciative of their support all season. So I was glad that the boys were able to put on the performance that they did to finish our season for them.
Sitting right next to you, Taj, to see him play the way he did tonight, absolutely dominate the paint. How pleased are you with his performance?
I don't understand why he couldn't do it earlier in the season, but
dang, everybody laughed. that must have been a good one.
I'd be interested to know when was the last time someone got a 40-10, 5 steals and like six rebounds. I mean, I know I got a little bit junked up in that fourth quarter. We gave up 22 points in the final 5 minutes ourselves, where it sort of became a back and forth. But I mean, there was a stretch where we were down double digits. We were down, and it took us a while to get going. And it was reassuring to look up at the scoreboard and see that Taj was a big piece of getting that scoreboard to tick over and then making some big stops down the other end. And this is what Taj has meant for the team this entire season. Is we all jump on his back, and sometimes he carries us through quarters and games and stretches where we can look absolutely. We've had 6-point quarters, we've had 8-point quarters, and for us to get out of that, unfairly sometimes we burden Taj with that responsibility, and again, he's been, sometimes that sole individual on the floor that's got us out of a pretty bad situation. So it was cool to see him hit his threes. He missed a couple of foul shots, but he'll get better.
He's sitting right next to you, can't really go into too much details about off-season negotiations and the likes, but to see a player like him show the energy he does, not just for the team around him, but the fans in the stands and for the coaching staff, what would it mean to have a player like Taj back on the team next season?
I've said it before, and I say it again. He's a guy that you can build a team around. He would be our Bryce Cotton, different skill set, but what he brings defensively and on the offensive end and energy-wise and on-court leadership, he would make me a better coach. Let's put it that way. If Taj is on the team, it makes me look like a better coach. So, he's, I look forward to watching him apply his trade in the New Zealand NBL. We'll obviously be in deep discussions, hopefully sooner than later.
And for you, Taj, it seemed like the more fun you were having, the better you were getting on the court with your air guitar there, mate. In terms of how you play and how important it is to have fun to succeed, is there sort of a connection between the two things? Like, the more fun you have, the better you are?
100%. Honestly, I feel like I played the way I played today because my teammates played the way they played. It may look like I had all the points and all the shots and stuff, but if you look at the stat sheet, I mean, everybody pretty much did their job. Juki chipped in with a good, I can't thank the guys enough. They just make it so easy. They push me to be better every day. I put so much on myself to be better. I work so hard, and I just want the team to be in the best position, so I bury myself a lot. But my teammates always just tell me stay confident and trust your work, and I'm just starting to to get to that point where I trust all the work I put in, and I'm living with the results. So I'm starting to get that comfortability thanks to my coaches and my teammates. So it was a heck of a game, but I got to thank the guys around me, man. They made it real easy. This was a fun one to be a part of, and the fans. I'm glad we went out this way for them, in front of them. Yeah, this one is surreal, especially the long season we had. I'm just trying to soak in this game, man.
We know how much you liked getting used to the NBL this season, but coming into this off season, what's on your mind? Do you hope to be back in Cairns? Is that something you really would like?
Yeah, I told you I love Cairns. I mean, of course we're gonna talk and figure that out in the off season, but right now I gotta focus on getting my body right and getting back in the gym and getting to work. There's so much more to be done. So much room for improvement, especially free throws, and just shooting. Still so much room and decision making. So I really don't focus on those type of things. I just try to do my work and let the chips fall where they may, and just trust the man upstairs that I'm gonna land up where I'm supposed to be and with the people around me that I'm supposed to have around me. So that's out of my control for right now. I just got focused and try to stay healthy and get stronger and get better mentally, and that's all I'm really focused on, honestly.
Just for you, 40, I know we've spoken about it before, but what is it about the Brisbane Bullets? I know they were undermanned tonight, but we beat them 4-0 this season. There's got to be some reason behind that, surely.
Do you have the answer to that, or?
For me, it's a little personal. I don't want to get into it, but when I see them, I just want smoke. So it is what it is.
You're not thinking of going over to the...
I plead the fifth.
I guess, yeah, for you, 40, obviously a big off-season ahead. It probably starts right now. In terms of your priorities and what you want to do, what's on the top of the list?
We got to improve our shooting, and I want us to be better defensively in one-on-one. So a lot of that will do with, targeting some key individuals, and then also upskilling the guys that will have returning. So, there's some key indicators, right, of areas that we're trending in the right direction, and it's great for our ability to cut and drive, but those opportunities become more available when we're consistent from the three, and there's no secret we're the worst three-point shooting team in the league at the moment. So we have to target and upskill to improve in that area. And then defensively, I mean, we can have all the schemes available and all the different coverages, but if we're being off the dribble one or two bounces and they're finishing on the rim, and like we gave up tonight, 31 free throws because we can't necessarily defend out the entire possession. That's something we need to improve and work on. So, those are my areas that we're really going to focus.
Can I drink this?
Hmm?
Can I drink that? Thank you.
Yeah, you can drink it. Go
I
for
didn't
it.
know if it was for show.
Yeah, they're for drinking. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any messages for the fan base in Cairns? I know it's been a tough season for you guys and for them also, but we'll get to your leaving words for those loyal fans in your own game.
Yeah, trust us. We're going to be working hard in this off season. We're going to be putting processes in place as well to upskill our staff, improve our high performance, streamline, our return to play, injury protocol, everything. Everything's looking to get revamped and improved on. And the areas that are great, cool, let's become elite. And the areas that we need to work on, let's start, narrowing in and really honing in on where we want to be, improving in that area. So, stay with us. And this is going to be a fantastic season next year with the direction we're looking to build. And again, the support is second to none. And I'm not saying that because I'm here now. No, I've been around long enough to see who the bandwagoners and the fickle fans are, and the ones that just like to show up when teams are winning. And then I've seen a true support fan base where they bleed orange and they love everybody on the team, and you can't buy that type of support. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.